Our planet, a vibrant tapestry of life, is facing an unprecedented challenge: climate change. This crisis is not just an environmental issue, it is a humanitarian one, affecting every aspect of our lives. This phenomenon, driven by human activities, is altering the delicate balance of our Earth's systems, with far-reaching consequences for all living beings. The burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial activities are major contributors to this global issue. The evidence is undeniable. Rising global temperatures, melting glaciers, and more frequent extreme weather events all point towards a changing climate. These changes are not just statistics, they are real events affecting real people and ecosystems. The time to act is now for the sake of our planet and future generations. We must listen to the voices calling for change and take meaningful steps to reduce our carbon footprint. From the icy poles to the lush rainforests, the impacts of climate change are being felt across the globe. No corner of the Earth is immune to its effects. The very survival of countless species, including our own, is at stake. Biodiversity is under threat, and with it, the natural systems that support life on Earth. We must understand the causes of this global crisis and work together to find solutions. Transitioning to renewable energy, reducing waste, and protecting natural habitats are crucial steps. It is a challenge that demands our immediate attention and concerted action. Every small effort counts, from individual choices to collective initiatives. The future of life on Earth depends on it. Our actions today will shape the world of tomorrow. We have a responsibility to protect the only home we know, to ensure its health and vitality for generations to come. This is not just about survival, it's about thriving in harmony with nature. The Earth is resilient, but it is also finite. We must recognize its limits and work within them to create a sustainable future. Our actions today will determine the fate of our planet. Science and innovation can guide us, but it's our collective will that will make the difference. It is time to rise to the challenge and become stewards of our planet, safeguarding its future for all. Together, we can create a world where both nature and humanity thrive. The Earth's atmosphere acts like a greenhouse, trapping heat from the sun and keeping our planet warm enough to support life. This natural process is essential for our survival, but human activities are amplifying the greenhouse effect, leading to a warming planet. The main culprit is the release of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat from the sun, preventing it from escaping back into space. The burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial processes are major contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. As these gases accumulate in the atmosphere, they act like a thickening blanket, trapping more heat and causing the Earth's temperature to rise. Deforestation further exacerbates the problem. Trees play a vital role in absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When forests are cleared for agriculture, logging, or urbanization, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, contributing to the greenhouse effect. The consequences of a warming planet are far-reaching and increasingly evident. As global temperatures continue to rise, the effects are being felt in every corner of the world, from the poles to the equator. Rising global temperatures are causing glaciers and ice caps to melt at alarming rates, leading to rising sea levels. This not only threatens coastal regions but also disrupts marine ecosystems that depend on stable ice conditions. This poses a significant threat to coastal communities and low-lying islands, which are at risk of being submerged. The loss of land can lead to displacement of populations, loss of homes, and destruction of livelihoods. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves are becoming more frequent and intense, causing widespread damage and displacement. These events not only devastate communities but also strain emergency response systems and resources. The delicate balance of ecosystems is also being disrupted. Forests, wetlands, and other natural habitats are suffering, leading to a loss of biodiversity and the degradation of vital ecosystem services. Changes in temperature and rainfall patterns are affecting plant and animal life, leading to shifts in species distribution and, in some cases, extinction. Many species are struggling to adapt to the rapid changes in their environments. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are particularly vulnerable to rising ocean temperatures and acidification, threatening the rich biodiversity they support. The loss of coral reefs can have cascading effects on marine life and coastal protection. The impacts of climate change are not limited to the natural world. Urban areas are experiencing increased flooding, heat waves, and air pollution, which affect the health and well-being of their residents. Human societies are also feeling the effects. Communities are facing new challenges in agriculture, infrastructure, and public health as they adapt to changing conditions. Crop yields are being affected by changing weather patterns, threatening food security. Farmers are struggling to cope with unpredictable growing seasons and extreme weather conditions. Water resources are becoming scarcer in some regions, leading to conflicts and displacement. Access to clean water is becoming a critical issue for many communities around the world. The economic costs of climate change are also mounting as we grapple with the impacts of extreme weather events and the need to adapt to a changing climate. The financial burden of rebuilding and adapting is significant, affecting economies at both local and global levels. Addressing climate change requires a global effort. No single country can tackle this monumental challenge alone. It is a crisis that transcends borders and demands a unified response from the global community. International cooperation is crucial to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and mitigate the impacts of a changing climate. Collaborative efforts can lead to innovative solutions and shared resources, making it possible to achieve significant progress. The Paris Agreement, adopted in 2015, is a landmark agreement that brings together nations to combat climate change. It represents a collective commitment to address the urgent threat posed by global warming. It aims to keep global temperature rise well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, with efforts to limit the increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius. This ambitious goal is essential to prevent the most catastrophic impacts of climate change. The agreement recognizes the common but differentiated responsibilities of countries, with developed nations taking the lead in reducing emissions and providing financial and technological support to developing countries. This support is vital for enabling all nations to contribute effectively to global climate goals. It also emphasizes the importance of adaptation, helping countries build resilience to the impacts of climate change. Adaptation measures include building flood defenses, planting trees, and developing infrastructure that can withstand extreme weather events. Beyond international agreements, individual nations have a crucial role to play in implementing policies and measures to reduce emissions and transition to a low-carbon economy. National actions are the building blocks of global progress. This includes investing in renewable energy sources, improving energy efficiency, promoting sustainable transportation, and protecting forests. By taking these steps, countries can not only reduce their carbon footprint, but also create a more sustainable and resilient future for all.